that the dealer gets. I periodically read these about once every other day. I read them and make sure that I know what's going on, what recalls and campaigns are out there. Recalls and campaigns, of course, are free to the customer. So the last thing you need to be doing is fixing something on their vehicle, and 2 weeks later they find out they could have got that 220 instrument cluster for free. So you want to know what's out there, and when they come in for that particular problem, send them that. Make sure they get it for free. Just a better way of handling it. If you go in there and open them, you're going to see the Mercedes-Benz documents with the star and everything else. You've got the fixes on. If you scroll down to the bottom, they got also the various different coding things that the dealer would use to submit their claim. Parts, see, these are all the parts required to fix it are on there. And these down here are all the op codes and damage codes. Damage codes are what they use. They assign it to the failure so that they can track what type of failure, whether it's electrical, mechanical, or what component it is. Each component has its own code. So that's what those damage codes are right there. Times you can use yourself if you have the same problem. You can look, you can do your estimate using the times and the model numbers. You can come up with your own estimates that way as well. So it's very, very useful for us to know it's there. You can do a search in the DTBs, put your model number, and I don't know what you want to put in here. And it's going to come up with anything that has that keyword idle in it so that you can find a DTB relating to what perhaps your complaint is, or you can type your complaint in there, it might come up. The menu on the left is the same, it's just a different format now. Once you're in there, it changes slightly. Style Bulletins breaks it down. It's all the different kind of bulletins. Recall campaigns and service campaigns are the two on there that you do not need a subscription for. You can access those without a subscription, meaning that you can periodically look in there, see what campaigns are out there and print them out, put them on the board, or know that your technicians know about them so they're not trying to fix cars that have a campaign existing for them. Some of the campaigns out there go back a long way, maybe 10 years, 100,000 miles, or maybe more. Power steering, hoses on MLs, things like that. They go back a long time. They can get done for free if the customer is aware of things like that for your iPods and MP3s and everything else. But I wanted to run that, not really for the most, because we already talked about the most, but it's on there anyway. More for the NTG stuff, so you kind of know what that term is and what it's all about. And Mercedes-Benz are changing as time goes on. Okay, get into navigation until the food shows up. Navigation, not real new. For a nice bonus keychain, what president removed selective availability? Give you another clue. This is probably too easy. In 2000. Oh, somebody's going to know.
Well, it was a keychain?
No, it's a keychain. All right, we'll have to change another president. Another question later. Selective availability was an inaccuracy that was put in there by the government on GPS so that they would be inaccurate for bad people, adversaries to use against the United States. President Clinton took that away in 2000. That's when GPS started to become popular, because it used to be that you could tell whether somebody was in the middle of a football field or in the bleachers, but that's all you could tell. And after 2000, that was turned off, and how accurate did it become? Incredibly accurate. It's a free system. You don't have to pay for it unless you pay for it through your cell phone or something like that, but it actually is free to everyone. Very, very good system now, very, very accurate. There's advantages and different disadvantages to the windshield ones and the ones in the vehicle. But anyway, selective availability was turned off by Clinton in 2000, and that's what made it really, really popular. Because then you could really use it to know where you were on the street. You could actually, coming up to an intersection, it could tell you very accurately as you're coming up to the intersection. I know we were in the snow one time in Tahoe, and it snows a lot in Tahoe, and we couldn't even see the roads. So we're in an ML, we're driving by the GPS, it told us to do a left. There was no left. All there was a snowbank. We couldn't see anything but a snowbank. Oh, it says go left, let's just go. So we drove right through the snowbank, and on the other side there was the road. Just incredibly accurate. You know, it's a good job there was a road, not a cliff, huh? It tells you a little bit about how they function as far as the satellites go. Ground stations, one of the big differences between the ones in the vehicle and the ones you put on the dash. The ones you put on the dash, they don't really know where you are. They'll know longitude, latitude, but they really don't really know direction until you're moving. Once you start moving, then they figure out, okay, this guy's on this street going this way, I know which way to go. But the moment you're in an area where you lose satellite reception, they're lost.